No, my brain's kind of tired. All right, there we go. Hello. I'm currently in the middle of having cereal because I'm hungry and they had not very good breakfast or dinner. But yeah. We're watching What the Fuck Happened with Gabby Hanna. I have no interest in Gabby Hanna. I do not watch her stuff. But seeing what the fuck happened on her TikTok, I want to know what happened. So,
adding nothing of substance like usual, but this time I wanted to go the extra mile and do my own research.
I want to see what the fuck happened.
3 Google searches and then calling it a day. Now this video is about Gabby Hanna and what's even like happening with her recently. Now my audience are mostly gamers, and you probably have no idea who Gabby Hanna is, which is a great
Gabby Hanna,
thing.
Gabby Hanna.
YouTube, I never want to interact with in my entire life. But if you want to know who Gabby Hanna is, you probably know her for the meme in YouTube.
This is like the main drama. There's also been drama going on. Or like, did you get into some new controversy?
Now, Gabby, like a lot of YouTubers, has been on.
Bitch basically went insane on her TikTok, and then if you check now on her TikTok, all of her videos that she posted of her going insane are gone except for 3. Because the audio is popular.
For a very long time. Initially starting off as a BuzzFeed employee, she left to focus on her career at Vine and YouTube. I think
she worked at
the
BuzzFeed?
peak of her career was about 3 to 4 years ago, where she released some music videos, one of them being called Monster. That also was memed completely when she went onto Genius to talk about the lyrics of that song. You know the clip. You know the clip. What if I'm a monster? But what if I'm the monster? Going on to that video now, the top comment currently says, everyone can sing, but not everyone should sing. And not even worth mentioning, she's done the stuff that all YouTubers kind of do in the twilight of their career.
No, this is recent. This is from literally the past month.
As a creator, has had
like, she posted 100 TikToks one day, and they're just gone now.
Her first biggest drama was back in 2017 when she made a video about a friend that died from a drug overdose and turned it into like kind of a story time. She didn't name any names, but she made the video without consulting, you know, the kid's family.
Yeah.
Again, really impersonal, but to be fair, she did apologize for it later on. And then next year, in 2018, she was selling these makeup brushes that cost absolutely nothing apart from a shipping charge. And then when they arrived, people would either miss their deliveries or talk about the quality of them being absolutely terrible. To which Gabby would say, I'm not apologizing, you got what you paid for.
So I'm not sure what quality people were expecting when they paid $10 for 10 brushes. And I'm genuinely sorry if anybody got their product and was disappointed in the product. But I would also add, manage
also,
your
if you're Genshin in the back of my
a
roommate's
little
playing it
bit.
on her
And then
TV, so.
2019 to like pretty much last year, you've had so many YouTubers dropping these big 40-minute, 1-hour-long expose videos on Gabby Hanna, most of them getting about 5 million views each. Now, these have some really bizarre claims, like for example, apparently Gabby said to Trisha Paytas, you don't know who Trisha Paytas is, she's the woman that makes the sad videos crying on the floor. Again, I'm not part of that community, thank God. Trisha Paytas' boyfriend at the time, Jason Nash, who you might know from David Dobrik's Vlog Squad. Gabby was apparently spreading a rumor that one of them had herpes.
Oh!
That video came out in 2019.
Never mind. Yeah, she's so pretty. The sad thing is, her boss is not yet released.
But as recent as 2021, Joey Graceffa, another, you know, veteran, very old YouTube guy, he made a video saying Gabby Hanna needs to stop. Basically saying that when he invited her onto his show, Escape the Night, which is like this horror mystery YouTube original series, apparently she was horrendous to work with. She'd be so picky about food orders, and then when the food would arrive, she'd just not even touch it. Or she'd complain that dresses didn't fit her, despite the fact that she was ducking every kind of fitting size before the show even started. And then apparently one of Gabby's biggest excuses for all of this.
Yeah, they really like said, here you go, we're gonna have all these characters that scale off of HP, but we're also going to cut the fucking drop rates of HP and all that.
We can learn to forgive and forget, even if we're not sorry for anything we did.
Ray lives on leaked Twitter. If you want any information about shit, just go to Ray at this point.
I would not be talking about Gabby Hanna. I really don't care about this drama.
But speaking of,
internet,
oh boy, people are gonna lose their shit in the coming updates.
I would prefer to stay as far away from that part of the internet as possible, but the thing is, I have TikTok on my phone, and what I do for about an hour every day, I scroll through TikTok looking for video topics to leech from.
Also, thank you, my friend, for fucking adding us, just being like, how tall is Nick? That is fucking hilarious.
With, Patrick Bateman and Ryan Gosling, so the algorithm thinks I'm some kind of teenager incel, but then the 1% is content that I can talk about, something new, and I'm not gonna lie, I've had, even though I don't.
Yeah, Kokomi and Ganyu are next, and then after that it's Sino.
And what worried me,
but like, who's next after Archon? I think she's coming later, because next it's Sino and
inviting themselves
Nilu.
into her house, and she just lets them in with no problem whatsoever. Now, I'm not joking when I say this. Gabby has posted, I think, over 200 videos in the span of a few days, which is insane. I think the only other kind of TikTok account that can keep up with that are those people that post
no, I think she's next.
That's right, I was thinking, something in a video game or a film that everyone's known for about 15 years. Did you know that
Nadia.
Batman, Bruce Wayne,
oh shit, 3.2.
Did you know in Joker,
Your son comes into
the Joker
3.2.
is bad?
I know,
If you go
it's
onto Gabby's
torture.
TikTok,
It's like,
you
why
will
you gotta
see
put
just
him between
hundreds
Becky
of
and
videos,
Scarlet?
all posted straight after each
No,
other.
Scarlet is literally next.
Bizarre rants about how she needs to save the world.
I'm probably gonna
Every
have to
time
skip on trying to
I
get
say I'm
another
gonna save the
constellation.
world.
Sino.
People laugh.
Sino, yeah.
But they tell us.
Dude, he's not a furry. He gets fucking possessed. And it's great.
And that we have this unending power
So yeah,
that we don't
so yeah,
know.
3.1. It is
And that
Sino,
we can channel the Holy
Nilu,
Spirit
and Candace, which is the
to
4-star
whatever we
shield
want to
user.
manifest.
And then the rerun
And
characters.
and
These are based on
the
leaks. Are Venti
President
and
of the United
Eula.
States.
Now, one thing I've noticed
They
is
really
a lot
said all
of
the
these
archons
rants
are going together.
Firstly, religion-based, and then secondly, what she
Yeah,
seems
because
to do is
3.2,
reply to
Nadia and
every
Layla come.
single
That man has barely has any
detractor.
clothes
Like, you know,
on.
you get comments
He's based,
that
yeah.
annoy you a
He's
little bit,
based
but you just
on
kinda
the.
move
He's
on.
based on the
She will make
sparrows.
it her damnedest
I
job
think it's like
to reply
pharaohs.
to
That's what they
every
are.
single negative comment she
Brain
makes.
go to sleep, okay? It's been a rough ass week.
Brothers and sisters who have gone to hell and back realize everybody wants to be Jesus, and no one's brave enough to be the mother of God.
What the fuck?
Her
I looked
son.
up at the wrong
So
thing.
basically, the majority of her TikToks would be talking about Jesus.
Yeah, and
I
then
think
the
she
new
made one about
characters
going to
are
heaven,
Nadia, which is
and
the Archon.
mostly accompanied with
What
some
happens to
kind
your
of
cam?
quirky
I'm in
bizarre
college
dance.
and my
Now, I do
camera
wanna say,
cannot
I don't
hold.
wanna be the armchair therapist here.
I'm in college. My camera cannot hold the Wi-Fi to connect to my computer. So when I'm in college, I don't have a face cam. Also, I live with someone who I don't know if they're comfortable on camera.
In the same comment section, you have people saying that this is entirely bait and she's doing it just to promote a new
Also,
album.
safety
And they think
reasons.
that because if you look at the analytics, the views she's getting for these rants are she's getting millions of views. Like there's one where she's just filming a bird outside. Absolutely nothing happens, and the TikTok only has about 10,000.
Oh god,
likes.
they're saying
But if you
rerun
click out
characters
of
for
it,
3.3 is
2 million
albedo.
views. There are millions of people now lurking
Genshin's
her
about to
account
take my
to see what
goddamn
she does
wallet.
next. I do want to say though, I disagree that it's all a stunt. I think she is coming across as quite manic, especially with the fact that she invited a complete stranger into her house.
If you check her
No
recent
problem with
TikToks,
it. But then
ew.
later on in the video, she kind of like snaps.
Albedo, hey, fuck off, I like him.
And tells him to get out. And it seems recently she's kind of coming
Get
down
the fuck out of here. If you're talking about his character design, yeah, it's a little boring. But if you were talking about his story, get the fuck out of here.
The guy that came to her house gave her edibles.
The walking piece
She
of
can't
chalk.
have edibles
Hey,
because
fuck
she'll
off.
start hallucinating.
Hey, fuck off.
The thing is, this has been going on for like a week or 4 days. A trip would not last that long unless you're taking like determined.
Hey, yo, what the fuck is that?
And also to counter that, she was
Oh, there's an
already
arena on
staying
top of the pyramid.
before
Of
the
course
guy
there is.
showed up.
This is why I can't work. This is why I cannot work for Mahoyoverse. I leak too much. I talk about too much shit.
That the kid who fucking lied his way into my house filmed edibles. Like somebody commented, "Oh, didn't they show edibles on the floor?" And there were on that floor right there. I had a green plate, and on it was my bowl, weed, and a bag of edibles. A long time ago on my YouTube channel, I told the story of why I don't fuck with edibles, and it's because I hallucinate on them. I had only tried them a couple times. One time somebody gave me a brownie and I literally saw people's auras and it was like this crazy intense experience. And then the other time I accidentally ate some chocolate not knowing it was edibles at a party, and then somebody was like, "That's edibles," and I was like, "I'm gonna go home," and then I literally saw the fucking Grim Reaper in my bed.
Now, recently, the police have actually got involved. I think what happened there is people on TikTok started to report it to the police, saying that she's like a danger to herself. And apparently, they were going to have her in cuffs and take
Are you
her
saying
away
the
to
video or
hospital,
me?
But she managed to talk her way out of it, I think, to prove that she was coherent at least. And what's interesting, she posted a TikTok talking about this, and she tries to make it full circle by basically saying this all started with Rice Gum. If you don't remember the Rice Gum and Gabby drama, that's fine. No one really cared about it. Basically, they were both at a party. I think Gabby was filming him without his consent, and what Rice Gum did is he picked up her phone, smashed it on the floor. An overreaction, but it happened. And Gabby's basically
so fucking-
arguing that after
again,
the event, the internet saw us
Every person on the Genshin team, minus the character, like the main character creation, I will protect with my fucking life, because that is gorgeous. I would like to have a very deep conversation with them. What the fuck is this? Is that a Shao cosplay on top of a dinosaur? Yep.
Years ago, I was assaulted at a party, and instead of that person being held accountable, I filed a police report. Nothing was done. The entire internet, almost pretty much everyone.
No, 3.4 is gonna take my wallet!
I was victim
They're
shamed
saying it's most
and
likely
bullied,
Hu Tao and
the
Shinha.
tabloids of the
No!
internet did everything in their power to just make me a
I got this is all speculation and leaks.
woman,
Please don't
I'm
come
gonna
after me,
channel that into
Mahoyoverse.
something that actually matters, which is
Mahoyoverse, please. I found way too many
homeless
glitches in the
people,
coming update.
Racism, the fact that there's people without clean water. And yeah, I'm crazy for caring.
These are all
Coming down
speculations.
from a mania, it's gonna take a while
Shinhan, who's
for
out?
her to come down.
Yeah.
It's not an
It's also a
instantaneous
possibility
thing.
for
I guess
Yalan
in
and
the meantime,
Xiao,
there'll be a bit of
but
hope
they're
that
saying
we
it's
can
most
some kind of
likely Fu Tao and
justification
Shinha
for.
because
Yeah, obviously,
3.4
we can all go, haha,
I
Lamau,
think
she's gone
is
insane.
Lantern,
But
right?
I genuinely do hope that she gets some help because this, like posting that much online, it's not normal. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this epic tea spill. Next, I'll be talking about.
Yalan already?
Who even
It's
is there?
Lantern, right?
James
3.4 is
Charles,
most likely Lantern,
you've got
right?
a woman
So they want to
called
have
James Charles
mostly
out. You've got that
Liyue
Dutch
characters.
woman that doesn't like Ellen DeGeneres. I don't know. Next week, guys, I'll be spilling the tea on how Ellen DeGeneres is actually Lebad.
I thought we knew Ellen DeGeneres is a piece of shit. There's recent ones. I was scrolling through this. Oh, speaking of charity, I need to actually get my get a charity. Yeah, what is happening?
Did you ever notice how some women just have the easiest pregnancies?
Oh, shit happened.
They have the easiest pregnancies.
I
And
did
they have the
too.
easiest
I
births.
missed.
And you're
I didn't have
"Did it
enough
hurt?" "Yeah,
time.
It wasn't that bad, and you're like, that bitch. Guess what?
I didn't have
That
I did not have enough
woman
time
knows
between.
God. And she knows
Playing
that something
and-
that size feels that good going
I was
in,
new to
but
Genshin.
the going in part is
So
what
I was very,
hurts a
like,
little.
in and out of
Maybe
playing
giving
it.
birth is supposed to be the biggest O, crowning.
She's listened to the Nightcore version of this. It's the fact that she's listening to a speed up version of the song. I need a buff for my Ganyu. I need to build my buff characters. Minus Mona. Mona can.
The poems.
The cops just came to my door because they got a call saying that I was going to hurt myself or somebody else, and then they asked me about some screaming in the backyard, which I'm assuming means I got some type of report from the neighborhood.
Mona C. I have her like C4. C4 or C3. But so far my highest limit for 5-star characters that has constellations is Zhongli because I think he's C3. But like all of her cons are fucking DPS Mona except for like C2. Exactly, which is I'm not touching her because I've lost too many 50-50s enough that I despise her ass.
So the other day I'm trying to go to bed and like probably 99% of the population I am scrolling for hours on TikTok and one of Gabby Hanna's videos
I would have been fine.
page, and now
I love Mona as a character. Yeah, I love her character.
I have not heard the name Gabby Hanna.
I will just never build her. I will send her to level 9 or level 60, 60, 70 because my friends are doing stupid ass challenges with Abyss. So I need to have my level characters in case they send me something.
About a week ago. I'm sure that many of you can relate, but I start seeing
I looked away from my
more
computer.
Gabby Hanna material, a lot more concerning material, and so I make my way over to her page, which now is called Trauma Queen, and I see these videos, some of which I'm going to show you, some of which you have already seen a little bit
Amen.
of, but just a fair warning, if you don't like people acting distressed, whether real
Also,
or not,
the name that she
this
has,
can be
named like Trauma
really
Queen, that's her
weird
fucking
and
album.
distressing to people, so if you don't
It's making me
like
think
this,
that she
I
did
would
all of this
recommend you
just
go
for her
forward with this
fucking,
video because it just gets weirder.
Did you ever notice how some women
Just for
have
her
the
new
easiest
song.
pregnancies? They have the easiest pregnancies, and they have the easiest births. And they're like, "Did it hurt? Really? It wasn't that bad." And you're like, "That bitch." Guess what? That woman knows God, and she knows that if something
Look at
that
Galaxy
size
Beam's
feels
attacks.
that good going
Rain's
in,
attacks are
but
so
the
pretty.
going in part is what hurts a little. Maybe giving birth is supposed to be the biggest O, crowning of your life. Maybe if you breathed and relaxed and weren't anxious about it and had a healthy physical body that you prepared for childbirth and motherhood, maybe it's actually kind of fucking orgasmic.
What the fuck?
Maybe having babies and making babies is actually what life is all about.
The fuck? Hold up, wait, what the fuck?
Nature intended. But human beings got a really sick game of chess.
Madam, I'm ace, so I'm never having a child. Huh? No, no. Good madam, good sir. What the fuck?
I think it goes without saying that this would 100% be some of her mental struggles or illness.
Again, all these videos are gone. She deleted all but 3.
I don't know if she is. I don't know if she's medicated, not medicated. I'm not sure what goes on in this person's life. But I do want to say that I hope that she gets off the internet and gets help and medicates. Unfortunately, with big celebrities, with people who are big on social media, and also people who are famously controversial.
Oh, hi, Wayward.
And a lot of people in the comments are basically saying she's got something coming out. She's got a book coming out. She's got a song coming out.
Yeah, no.
In the past, it was quite typical of Gabby Hanna to stir the pot and act in, you know, unconventional ways in order to gain.
I don't have it saved. I kind of need to add that. Am I even logged in?
Everybody's so creative. Oh,
I'm gonna fuck with my my searches. But I don't care. Holy shit, she updated 19 parts to this.
Holy crap.
Yeah, where are they? Yeah, this is the, it's these 3, that have not been taken down. Go see a therapist. Honestly, she needs to. But also, you do not need to upload 19 parts when there's a 10-minute feature on TikTok now. Good madam. No. But yeah, she literally, I'm pretty sure she did this all just for her, something involving her music, but like, Jesus Christ. Oh, so it was a manic thing. Cool. I also love how she posted videos in between. So about like part 12, and then random video, random video, random video, random video, random video, random video, and then 13. Time for music to become a meme. Let's go. The sad thing is, like, I'm gonna be completely honest, a lot of her earlier music was good. Oh, we're gonna watch that in a second. Yeah. Like Out Loud and like honestly, we're pretty good. Like these two are really good. And I'll even add Pillowcase because that was actually a pretty good song. Like it was like a lot of her earlier music was really good. I'm gonna be honest. Like especially the Honestly Encore shit. That hits different. What the fuck? Okay. The fuck is this? Oh. Okay. But back to the video. Never listened to it.
A new project was announced. The video that I'm about to show you.
A lot of people didn't.
That is really concerning to me and actually kind of disturbing.
But this is the GitHub.
On her TikTok, these are one or some of the hundreds of videos that she has posted before someone actually did a welfare check on her. So just, you know, viewers' discretion's advice. Is
this the help me one?
Saying get me help. And again, a lot of people are
Yep.
saying this is her job, this is just an act. A lot of people are saying this is a vulnerable person, someone needs to come and help her. However, if a welfare check was done and nothing came of it, and people are like, clearly she's fine, she was probably absolutely fine, and she told the police that no, like, this is just for social media or whatever. I don't know, but I'm just showing you what's been going on the internet in the last few days.
This one's still up. This TikTok is still up.
Help me! Wake the fuck up! Help me! Help us!
Now, a running theme throughout these videos.
That video is still up.
Of these, you can go and see them.
And the only reason why.
Is religion. I mean.
The only reason why it's up. Where is it?
Help me!
Stop. Shut up. Is I don't think I can get the audio on the computer. I didn't even know she was behind the sound. This is a lot to unpack. If you look at the sound, there's 16,000 videos. It is a very popular audio. And whoops, I did not mean to do shit. I don't stream for a couple days and this happens.
These are the 5 wealthiest
Shut
counties
up.
in Pennsylvania.
I don't give a shit. Wow, cool. Don't care about the wealthiest places in Pennsylvania. Could give less of a shit.
God, I wish I could sleep. God, I...
Yeah, like, she actually has, like... She has hundreds and hundreds of videos that are all of these sounds.
God, I wish I...
You good?
Yeah, I just kind of slammed my phone into the show.
Oh, the audio got killed. Okay. Page is not available. Oh, God. Huh? Did the video just get taken down? Damn, Gabby Hanna. Memeified. She's been a meme. She's honestly has been a meme. Yeah, madam, you do not need to post 19 fucking videos. Because again, they have a 10-minute feature. But like, my God, it's the fact that they all get lower in views is what makes it. Because like 2.2, it goes from 2.8 million, and they just get lower and lower. Yeah, this is like the first normal video she posted. Fine, her space around being mean. Yeah. Like, I'm checking. Oh my God, they're gone. Like, there's no videos. Like, there's no comments of people asking, like, about all the videos. Wow.
She has uploaded videos about the coming of Jesus, about birth, about life, about religion, about how religion is witchcraft, all of these different things, and even one where she's saying something like poor infant Jesus. I mean, again, you can go and see all of these. I don't know if this is genuine. I don't know if this person's actually poorly, or if this person's just doing their job on the social media platform, which is to stir up controversy. We have a lot of people like that on the internet, in this corner of YouTube, who simply do the job by making people talk about them. And I think it's unfortunate that you can no longer tell in this day and age if someone's actually in need of help, or if they are just exploiting the previous needs of help in order to now gain monetary, rewards, or just gain money. And I think it's really sad and it's really concerning, because then you never know what's actually happening. Does this person really need help, or is she just dropping a new book, a new song, and she's just trying to get attention? Because in a way, in a sad way, it's almost like crying wolf, right? Like, how many times can you stir up controversy about your mental health and then drop a book or drop a song before people, don't react when you actually need help? And I think it's super concerning. I think it's a very thin line.
Yeah, because again, she posted like 100 videos one day.
You know how in church we light candles, we pray, witchcraft. What if I read the right literature? What if I followed the rules? What if I was diligent and consistent and brave? What if I chose? What if I chose? What if the second coming was the person brave enough to choose? The person who took the hard work and dedication to sacrifice themselves in case it fucking worked. Believe me or don't.
What
The awesomest part
fuck?
of it is because what I know about heaven is that's why I'm so happy. Everyone's fine, literally. But be good or you'll come back to Earth worse, dead ass. It's real. I can prove it, and I will.
So apart from just saying that, you know, heaven's real and
Let's unpack all of that.
and it's dead ass for serious, she's also now saying that she's teleported death through a temper tantrum. I really hope.
She did what now?
It's just joking. I really do, because
Prove it.
as shitty as it would be, at least she would be healthy and safe. And I hope that she's taking
She's gonna commit.
all
No.
of the, you know, prescribed medications, all of the
I don't think so.
health precautions. Like, I hope she's just okay. And
Let's go on an adventure. Let's watch these 19 fucking TikToks.
I want to take a minute to address just a little bit of last week. So, yes, I was manic. I am bipolar. Talked about it. You can scroll back. It's no secret. I'm bipolar. But I've never experienced a manic state. I've only ever experienced a hypomanic state. So that was actually a brand new thing for me that I was experiencing at the same time with all of you guys. But it didn't start that way. It started with me doing some spoken word poetry and trying to talk about things that I care about, which are homelessness and young children and the environment, and also talk about the overlap of religion and aliens and mental health and dimensions and all of these different concepts like karma, and how we've politicized them and made them into these weird culty controlling type things, when in reality we're mostly just using different language for the same thing. Where I feel shit started getting really intense was when that guy came to my door and asked me to use my bathroom. And
God, these are 3 minutes.
Were like, why the fuck would you let a stranger in your house? But from where I was sitting, I try to be kind wherever I can. So it was like 9:30 in the morning, and I was on the phone with my friend, and some guy has one earbud in, and he's kind of sweaty, and he says, I was just on a run, and I was wondering, can I use your bathroom?
There it is. Conveniently right before your album release. My album came out in July. That still doesn't mean... Bestie, just because it came out in July does not mean something else is gonna pop up.
And I sized him up and asked him his age. He's 27 years old, and he was wearing pretty tight clothes. I could see that he didn't have any like guns, or didn't see any weapons on him. So my bathroom is right by the front door, so I was like, sure, you can use the bathroom. And then when he came out of the bathroom, I was still on the phone with my friend, and he asked me if I wanted to hang out. And I said that I couldn't because I had plans for the day. And he said, what are you doing? And I said, well, first I'm going to go for a run. And he asked if he could go for a run with me. And I said, well, I really prefer that to be my alone time. That's where I really meditate.
A lot of people are probably going to ask, because there's no videos, like, what the fuck is she talking about? There's another guy on TikTok that literally posted of himself getting into her house. And so that is why everyone's like, oh, the story of the guy keeps changing. We don't know the full story.
So then I put
oh my god,
his
Hannah's
name.
lips.
I want to take a minute. So
Oh, that's kind of fucked.
I want to take to meditate and think and pray. And then
Oh,
he asked
Jesus
if he could
Christ.
pray with me. And my friend was still on the phone. I asked him if he wanted some coffee. So, like, guns or...
There we go.
See any weapons on him. So my bathroom is right by the front door. So I was like, sure, you can use the bathroom.
Yeah, he has the video, so that's why a lot of
Out of
people...
the bathroom, I was still on the phone with my friend, and he asked me if I wanted to hang out. And I said that I couldn't because I had plans for the day. And he said, what are you doing? And I said, well, first I'm going to go for a run. And he asked if he could go for a run with me. And I said, well, I really prefer that to be my alone time. That's where I really meditate and think and pray. And then he asked if he could pray with me. And my friend was still on the phone. I asked him if he wanted some coffee. So I got his prints. I got his DNA. I had him say his...
Oh yeah, this is not an excuse. Nah, she said some racist and fucked up shit. Like, during this. Like, she said some fuck shit.
I really felt like I was protecting myself just in case this 27-year-old scrawny-ass guy was gonna try something. He knew that I had his prints and his DNA and also a witness to his name and the fact that he was there. So as he kept pushing to hang out with me after I told him that I wasn't interested, I asked him basically, you know, do you have any friends? Like, are you okay? Because he was like shaking, and now I know why. It's because he was doing something incredibly disgusting and manipulative, and he was nervous about it. But he told me he didn't have any friends, and he was feeling really alone, and I'll explain more in part 2. So then I put...
I love how I can just scroll
on the internet. So I'm like, there's no way this guy could be that dumb to do something. Like, I feel pretty protected. Again, it's 9:30 in the fucking morning. Like, there's people in and around my house. Like, I had the windows open. Like, what? I didn't think that he was going to, like, murder me or, like, hurt me or something like that. But then he followed me upstairs after I very specifically told him to stay downstairs. And that's when I was like, okay, this kid is pushing a boundary. This isn't safe. So then I filmed him again, and I just kept putting him on the internet to remind him that there are people watching him and to not do anything stupid. So
he did the same thing. He posted his side of TikTok.
Actually, and they're like, hey, I don't know who the fuck you think that guy is in your house, but get him the fuck out because he's posting in your house. So I was like, okay, let me get this kid the fuck out of my house. And that's where you saw me scream, get the fuck out of my house. And then he left. So after I kicked him out of my house, I was like pretty shaken and like hurt, to be honest, because like this city is so fucking evil, like straight up. And like, no matter like what happens to me, like I still fight so hard to just like try to do the right thing and the kind thing, because I don't want to be one of those people who turns people away in their moment of need. Like, if you're out walking and like you're like, fuck, I have to use the bathroom. Like, this guy literally said to me like, yeah, I almost went on the street, but like there's kids that play out here and that's pretty gross. And there's literally a sign down where I go for a run sometimes where somebody literally wrote like, kids play here, please don't pee here, literally. So I'm like, yo, this guy literally just wants to use the bathroom. I don't want to be the person who slams the door in a stranger's face when they're asking for like a bare minimum need. Like, this guy didn't want to whip out his dick in public and pee where kids play. I thought that was like a pretty respectable thing. Now we all know that that is not the case. But after I kicked him out, I was like really shaken, like I was upset.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel like, again, yeah, I just feel weird about the whole thing. And there's literally another video.
Exploiting her viewers and exploiting their good hearts. Like,
hey guys, so
Or hopping around.
2 videos in one day, crazy for me. Sometimes I'll just go like 2.
Oh god, she's going for the treats.
A channel, a video for this channel, and sometimes I'm like, I'll film.
You were
5,000
always
videos
an
in a
hour
day.
early. How
So
do you
today we're
manage
doing
that?
an update on Gabby.
Cat's no time.
It will be a quick update. So if you guys don't know, I posted a video a few days ago, I think, depending on when I post this, essentially, where I discussed Gabby Hanna going through what seemed to be some kind of a mental breakdown. A lot of people with bipolar have discussed how their episodes looked very similar, and Gabby Hanna has publicly talked about being diagnosed with bipolar, so it all kind of added up to some kind of a manic episode.
My god, you want to see the forbidden fruit? That is a Lantana berry.
Watching that video as somebody
I've
with
seen this
bipolar
video.
disorder was really disturbing. Manic people have a specific way of talking, and I haven't heard that frenzied, excited tone of voice since it came out of my own mouth back in 2010, when I was walking into martial arts studios, challenging people to duels, and trying to buy apartments with my infinite credit card. Let's just say I've tasted some Lantana berries of my own, and they have a distinctly bitter aftertaste. This is not going in a good direction. Follow me if you want more mental health analysis of the situation.
I want to take a minute to address just a little bit of last week. So
Yeah, it's the videos.
Yes, I was manic. I am bipolar.
talked about it. You can scroll back. It's no secret, I'm bipolar. But I've never experienced a manic state. I've only ever experienced a hypomanic state. So that was actually a brand new thing for me that I was experiencing in real time with all of you guys. But it didn't start that way. It started with me doing some spoken word poetry and trying to talk about things that I care about, which are homelessness and dying children and the environment, and also talk about the overlap of religion and aliens and mental health and dimensions and all of these
Every time I hear her
like
say
karma
this, my brain
and
goes, what the
how
fuck?
we politicized them and made them into these weird culty controlling type things, when in reality we're mostly just using different language for the same thing. Where I feel shit started getting really intense was when that guy came to my door and asked me to use my bathroom, and I know that a lot of people were like, why the fuck would you let a stranger in your house? But from where I was sitting, I try to be kind wherever I can. So it was like 9:30 in the morning, and I was on the phone with my friend.
What do you want, chirpy baby?
Some guy has one earbud in, and he's kind of sweaty, and he says I was just on a run. And I was wondering, can I use your bathroom? And I sized him up and asked him his age. He's 27 years old, and he was wearing pretty tight clothes. I could see that he didn't have any like guns or didn't see any weapons on him. So
Yeah, I know we just heard this.
right side of the front door. So I was like, sure, you can use the bathroom.
But like,
Jesus, how she's
bro, the story
like
just
she's an
keeps
angel
fucking
coming to
changing.
Earth to like save people. A lot of like crying, shouting, dancing, moving chaotically, and then there was a guy called Nick that came to her house to check on her, and he asked if he could use the toilet, and she let him in.
Here it is.
Oh,
Hi.
Hi.
You can use your bathroom?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right there's fine.
Yep, this is the guy.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. Right there is okay. Right there.
Right here? Oh, thank you.
And then they just started hanging out, like going for a run and dancing and, you know, doing the whole thing. And then people were leaving comments under her TikTok, basically just saying like, his intentions aren't like what you think they are, because she thought he was an angel that came to her with some kind of a message. So people are like, no, he's not what you think he is. Like, he knows who you are. He knows you're Gabby Hanna. She then goes up to him, and this TikTok happens.
By the way, Nick, I know you know who I am. Come on. Why did you lie to me this whole time? Why did you lie to me? That's for my acne, you dumb cunt. Get the fuck out of my house. Now. Now. Now!
It's all very concerning.
Jesus,
She then
yep.
refers to almost God as like big brother. Like, she'll hear like a plane flying above her head, and she's like, oh my god, God is listening to me. You know, like, it's very concerning to watch all of that happen. Police actually came to her house to do a wellness check, and they decided everything was fine, so they left her. But I did find out from comments on my last video that a wellness check really is to see if you're a danger to yourself or other people. Now, Gabby Hanna did post a TikTok later on using the word yet a lot. For example, she would say like, I haven't hurt myself yet, and I haven't hurt anyone else yet. And the word yet really caused panic in people, because it was like, yet? You know, so people were just kind of concerned, but maybe it was just wrong wording. She would also post ring doorbell videos of herself just splashing water around her car, but I don't want to post those because it feels like doxing, even though it isn't, because she posted them. And people were on two camps. It was either she's having a manic episode and like she's not controlling what she's saying, or she's doing this all for attention because she's dropping something soon. Regarding both those theories, there are also a lot of problematic things she said. Like, for example, that a lot of people are faking DID, which is dissociative identity disorder. That black women are more believing in God because black men leave them to be single mothers, so they have to rely on God, which is obviously just such a stereotypically like racist thing to say. We then had transphobic comments being made. We had comments about children being the forbidden fruit. It was just a lot going on. So people are like, either she's actually going through an episode and just saying these things, and it's like, it's problematic, but it's like weird because she's not controlling what she's saying, or she's doing this for attention, and that makes it even more problematic, right? So it's either one of those camps. We could then tell after kind of 2 days of this that when she was posting TikToks, she was kind of coming down from the episode because her tone of voice was different, the way she spoke was different, the speed at which she was speaking was different. It was all just very different, and it felt a lot more calm, but it still wasn't like fully, you know, normal. But then she started talking about how this is the first time in years that TMZ has spoken about her, and I keep on posting TikToks because you guys are reacting to them, and you guys are making me do this because you keep on giving me attention for it. And that made people really think that she was faking this, that she wasn't actually having an episode, that she was just like doing this for attention.
Again, I'm now
because
looking through all 19 of her fucking
perform very
TikToks.
well. And was she doing this to like re-promote the album? People are also thinking that this is real because people reached out to her sister, who is also a public figure on TikTok, and asked her to check on Gabby Hanna, and she
Which
said
they
that the
can't.
family is checking on Gabby Hanna, but there's only so much they can do from across America, like across all of the states. So it seemed like everyone was concerned for her.
Yeah, because her family's in
She has now
Pennsylvania. She's
deleted
in
all of the
California.
TikToks regarding like the breakdown and etc. And she's left a few TikToks up. She left the original when someone said, "Can you go to sleep?" and the like, "I wish I could sleep." Like, "I wish I could go to sleep." She left that one up.
God, I wish I could sleep. God, I wish I could sleep. I can't wait to sleep. God, please let me sleep. But I can't today. Because there's babies dying on the fucking street. There's babies dying on the motherfucking street. You know, I saw a TikTok back when I was still using TikTok of babies on the street who adopted another baby on the street. 2 homeless babies adopting each other on the street, and they held hands all the way down the street. And he was speaking, and the mother said he's praying for him. The homeless baby praying for the other homeless baby. Wake the fuck up! Wake the fuck up! Before we go to sleep! Wake the fuck up! There's babies on the street!
The original where she's screaming, "Help me."
The fuck?
Help me! Help me!
Hi, kitty.
Wake the fuck up! Help me! Help us!
A dancing video, some video of her recording a bird, and then she posted one 16 hours ago where someone said, "Can you talk a little bit about your album? The vocals on the first few songs are very powerful, almost like a metal scream." And she says, "Trauma Queen, the album, is out now."
Yes, this album was my villain
There it is.
era, and I always loved rock music, so I wanted to try a rock vocal.
Which is
and
funny
I
enough, because if
had
you look at it, she
the
said it came out in
courage
July, and you look on
to
YouTube,
make
it's
so
all the music is from like a couple months ago.
I screamed a bit and really shouted and figured out some placement, and really wanted to harness some anger in it. This album was definitely about unleashing some inner demons and showing sort of.
Sorry, I'm yawning a lot. I'm tired.
Not only Hollywood, but the dark side of all of our souls and minds and psyches. But the whole album, as a story, is sort of your journey, well, my journey. I feel like a lot of people's journey through Hollywood, where they come in and they see the sparkly lights and the glitz and the glamour, and they quickly lose their morals because a lot of people in the city don't have it, and then finding yourself again.
Which she has been promoting on her YouTube, but not too many views. So if you look at Gabby Hanna on YouTube, she changed all her names on everything to Trauma Queen because that's the name of her album, and she has been posting about it on YouTube. So about 20, 30, 40, 50,000 views. It's not a lot, but it's, whatever. So if we're looking at the views on YouTube, up to 100,000 views, and then we look at TikTok, where she was getting 5, 6, 7, 8 million views on one TikTok, and now she's deleted all of those TikToks, any sign of this even happening, and the only TikTok left that is a recent TikTok is her promoting her album. I still don't want to believe that she faked a manic episode to promote her album because it was failing. Like, that is just not what I want to think. I don't want to think that she's done all of this to get attention on TikToks, because like I said in my last video, before this happened, she was getting about
Please, I was like, don't play this, please. Okay. Damn it, I can't see the views. But by the look of this, yeah, none of them are peaking above 1 million compared to, her other her other songs. Yeah, damn, a lot of, wow. Holy shit. Yeah, again, you can see like the 12, the 15, 12. Wow.
Hey guys. Help. And then we look at TikTok, where she was getting 5, 6, 7, 8 million views on one TikTok. And now she's deleted all of those TikToks. Any sign of this even happening. And the only TikTok left that is a recent TikTok is her promoting her album.
Why the fuck am I so tired?
I don't want to. I still don't want to believe that she faked a manic episode to promote her album because it was failing. Like, that is just not what I want to think. I don't want to think that she's like done all of this to get attention on her TikToks, because like I said in my last video, before this happened, she was getting about 100,000 views per TikTok, and then after it happened, she was getting at the lowest like 2 million views per TikTok, at the height like 10 million views per TikTok. It's a lot. People are talking about her. She was trending on Twitter. A lot of YouTube videos are made about this. People are sympathizing with her for the first time in a long time. You know, I don't want to think that she was doing this for attention, because that's just not what I want to think. I don't want to stigmatize mental health more, and I would hate to think that she would, as someone who struggles with mental health, stigmatize mental health and ruin it for other people to then come out and say that they also struggle with mental health issues, because I think the moment you stigmatize it, people don't want to talk about it. But the fact that she's left like 5 TikToks up, and one of them is her promoting an album that recently flopped, because she's been doing shows with like 40 people on them. Whenever she releases a song, it gets like 100,000 views. These are not the kind of views that she's used to. She used to get millions of views on her songs, millions of streams on her songs. This album did not perform the way she wanted it to. And I would hate to think that all of this was a way to gain sympathy and to promote her music. Anyway, I just want you guys to let me know what you think. I'm not ready to express any opinions, but I just want to know what you guys think, what the general consensus is now that all of this has happened. So let me know in the comments what you think has happened and what you think the intentions were with this situation, or if it was just an episode that she was going through and now she's almost realized what has happened and has panicked and is like, oh no, like, I would hate for this to be on the internet. She deleted everything and is now just promoting her. Like, is she just trying to hide almost the episode, or is she faking it? I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Subscribe to that bell, like, comment for engagement. I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys. Hey guys.
I think it's just awkward the way how she literally like stripped everything. Except for like 2 videos. Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, I think it's strange how she just deleted all of them except for the ones that are popular, and then the one that she posts afterwards. It's just weird. What the fuck? So yeah, she also performed. Wow. God, all of these videos are so long.
As you guys have probably noticed, Gabby
Yeah,
Hanna
this
has
will be
been
the last
trending on
one,
Twitter
and
for
I'm
the
gonna head
past
off because
24
I'm
hours under
really
entertainment.
tired all of a sudden.
As you guys have also probably noticed, the reason Gabby is trending is far from entertaining. It's scary, and a lot of people are really concerned for her. During these past few days, Gabby has posted over 100 TikToks back to back. You can see me scrolling down her TikTok page here, and it's a lot. She was posting a new video every minute, and with every post, it became clear that this wasn't an act. Gabby was talking about religion and how she was the second coming of Jesus. All her videos were heavily based on religion, which really took people by surprise because Gabby has never really been known to be a super religious person. At first, a lot of comments accused her of acting out as a way to promote an upcoming album. But Gabby doesn't have any upcoming albums. We've seen Gabby act out on TikTok before, but this was so much different. People caught on pretty quickly that something was seriously wrong, and they were urging her to contact someone she trusted, her family, friends, anyone close to her, to make sure she was safe. It was being speculated that Gabby might have been experiencing a manic episode. Someone in the comments said, "It's actually really common for people to have deep spiritual awakenings or even believing they are God before, during, after manic depressive episodes." Now, I want to make it clear, I'm not a doctor, and I'm sure a lot of the people in the comments aren't doctors either, but I think it's so important to know and recognize the signs of things like this. Luckily, there were a lot of people in the comments who did recognize the signs and tried to find her the appropriate help. Nothing Gabby was saying really made much sense, and the rate in which she was posting was really concerning. At one point, Gabby says that she was given 1 day in heaven.
What the fuck?
Teleported to heaven, threw a temper tantrum, came back down here to save your souls.
She explained that she went outside and
Madam,
started
this
to
has been
scream her
confirmed that
lungs
I'm
out
already
about
like
how
going to
insane
some
people
version of hell.
Screaming that I was doing in my backyard last night was me screaming encouragement to you because I got to create hell. And the hell that I created for you guys, no really, believe me if you want, was I got to open your eyes and ears to whatever I wanted.
People finally felt a little bit of relief when Gabby said the cops ended up knocking on her door for a wellness check and a noise complaint from her neighbors. It sounds like people online were calling for a wellness check, and the neighbors were
I will say,
the
I do
ones
like your
who were
earrings.
screaming in her backyard
Like sword
and
earrings.
made a complaint.
The cops just came to my door because they got a call saying that I was gonna sell for somebody else, and then they asked me about some screaming in the backyard, which I'm assuming means I got some type of report from the neighborhood.
Now, I'm not totally sure how it works in LA, but I saw a lot of people saying that it takes a lot for the police to actually do something.
Damn.
Gabby said all the cops did was give her a card and say she wasn't a threat to herself or others.
Did not meet the criteria for hold. Will contact PR with update.
Despite the noise complaint and the wellness check, Gabby didn't stop. She
My
kept talking
God.
about demons and spirits, and she was writing on her mirrors with what looked like to be lipstick, and she continued on talking about Jesus and the Bible. Although there were some comments from people trying to egg her on, and they were clearly seeing this as some sort of sick entertainment, most of the comments came from a place of genuine concern. So many people were trying to get in contact with her family, people were asking her to turn off her phone and try and get some rest, and I saw a lot of comments actually educating others on psychosis and what Gabby may be going through. One person said, "The Gabby Hanna thing is making me realize how many of y'all have zero understanding of mental health beyond depression and anxiety, if even that. If she wanted to get help, she would get it. During a psychotic episode or hallucinations, you don't think anything is wrong and often refuse. The way y'all are responding to Gabby Hanna proves that your support of mental health ends at depression and anxiety." The next morning when Gabby woke up, she went right back to posting, and this is where things get
Well, again, it's also because
extremely
it's Gabby
dangerous.
fucking Hanna.
Gabby posted a video where she calls out to someone named Nicholas, and all of a sudden, there was this complete stranger in her home.
A friend just texted me, and I told him that I was gonna go on a run for a guy who showed up at my house and was just feeling a little lost, asked to use the bathroom, and now we're gonna go for a run together. He asked to pray with me. It was really nice. And his text was, "Gab, listen to me now. Get that man out of your house." How do you feel about that?
That's rude.
Obviously, everyone in the comments was completely
There it
freaking out,
is.
telling her to kick him out and get rid of him. Like, this was a complete stranger. Clearly, Gabby isn't in the right headspace, and then all of a sudden, there's this guy that no one knows in her house feeding into whatever she was going through. Gabby started posting all these videos with him dancing and even sharing water with a stranger.
Wanna laugh your ass off? This is a stranger. Do what you just did.
Share my water with you.
Literally. Bots.
Now this guy actually has his own TikTok, and on his way to Gabby's house, he was live streaming saying he was going to go help her, and he was recording the outside of her home. The next video he posted, he said he was in her house and he started filming and recording the inside of her place.
Just chillin' with Gabby Hanna.
All of the comments were calling him out, saying he wasn't there with good intentions and just how creepy and wrong it was. This is so invasive. There is something very, very wrong with this. Man,
she was like, it's a minute.
Way. This is so out of pocket and wrong. And it's true. He was obviously just bragging about the fact that he was in her house and had no real plan on how to help her. When people said they wanted someone to go help her, they weren't talking about some complete stranger who found her address on the internet. They meant her family, her friends, mental health professionals, the police even. Not someone who's gonna record her personal space for followers on TikTok. And that's exactly what this guy had planned. He started off with no followers, and now he's at nearly 40,000. I guess Gabby decided to read her comments because she realized he was lying about who he was, and she kicked him out.
By the way, Nick, I know you know who I am. Come on. Why did you lie to me this whole time? Why did you lie to me? That's for my acne, you dumb. Fuck out of my house. Now. Now. Now!
I'm sorry, but this was just so wrong of him. Not only is this extremely dangerous for Gabby, but even if he did have the right intentions, it's still dangerous for him. Gabby is clearly not herself, and he's not trained to deal with someone in her state. This could have ended so much worse than it did, and I can't believe someone would even have the audacity to enter someone's house that they don't even know. If you guys know anything about Gabby, you would know how much she values her privacy. Last year, when she thought someone was outside of her home, she went out and spent thousands on a home security system. When Gabby's healing and resting from this, she's gonna have to look back and know that a complete stranger was in her home taking videos, and the scary thing is, she might not even fully remember. Nicholas ended up posting a video of how he entered Gabby's house to somehow try and make him seem like this hero, but it just made his situation even worse. He entered her house pretending to be some lost person who just wanted to use the bathroom. This just shows you what kind of state of mind Gabby was in. To let a complete stranger in her home and use the bathroom, this Nicholas person completely took advantage of someone who was in a really fragile state, and hopefully he learns from this because there's so much wrong here. Gabby then posted a TikTok of her crying and captioned it, "Someone just broke into my house. Please just pray for me, just in case." At this point, people didn't know if Gabby was just catching up to the fact that she let a complete stranger into her home, or if the police and EMS were trying to enter. A lot of people had called the police when Nicholas entered her house, and TMZ later reported that she did in fact have a wellness check. They wrote, "LAPD sources tell us the disturbing videos led to an influx of calls from people worried about Gabby's well-being and asking for officers to go check on her. We're told Gabby greeted the officers at the door and chatted with them for a few minutes before officers called for a psychological evaluation team."
Whoa,
Our sources say medical professionals had a long chat with Gabby and determined that she didn't pose a threat to herself or anyone else, so they allowed her to remain in her home. We're told Gabby was also given resources for the next time she may become upset. Unfortunately, it doesn't end there. After nearly 24 hours of not posting, Gabby started to post again, and it was clear nothing had changed. Her first video back said, "Yesterday a man came to my door asking for my restroom. I was on the phone with my hometown girlie, so I let him in. I had him say his name out loud and pointed out it was so lucky my friend got to join us in prayer on the phone. I offered him some coffee. He didn't drink any. He must have realized that he'd be leaving behind DNA. Luckily, he still left me his fingerprints, his face, and his name. I was then cuffed and detained by 5 officers who busted into my house through the back door because I exercised my free speech and religion. Then they sent 2 psych evaluation specialists who almost dragged me off to a hospital, But lucky, I'm smart, educated, kind, and brave. If he was going to attack me, thank you, my God, for giving me the honor of taking that. My faith in you, my Lord, is why I will always show kindness to a stranger, because God saves. No matter what, even if I die. Hashtag save the world or die trying. I keep trying to tell y'all, believe me or don't. She kept on posting about religion and God, and also responded to someone who said Nick, the guy who came into her home, also needed a wellness check.
We need a wellness check on the man who lied and forced his way in to a woman's home by coercion in attempt to give her harm.
It's funny because she I'm not gonna say that she willingly let him in because I don't know what her headspace is, but she let him into his house, into her house. She let him into her house. And again, she may not remember it. It's just the fact that there's evidence from like both of their sides of his and hers that show that like something.
So yeah, guys, obviously a really upsetting situation for everyone involved. For Gabby because she's the one going through it, and
but yeah, that's what ending the stream because I'm fucking tired. All of a sudden, I'm really sleepy. Don't know why. I'm gonna lay in bed and not want to go to sleep. Who is currently live? Alright, so someone's on a Minecraft SMP, so let's go see them. Wow, I just typed in raid wrong. Yeah, I need to go to sleep. Yeah, what's the date? Sunday? I'll see you Tuesday, hopefully. If not, it's 100% Wednesday, but yeah. That's it for me. Bye.